Alaphilippe has not only hung on, he's been dropped, he's come back, and he is now putting time into his rivals on the descent. Majestic performance from the De Koning Quick-Step man. A very good ride too from Egan Bernal Gomez, the 22-year-old from Colombia. We knew the altitude wouldn't trouble him. We know that the altitude has certainly played into this man's game. Nairo Quintana. Up to 7th now in the virtual general classification. And we're hearing that Greg van Avermaet is the most combative rider of the day. So Rigoberto Urán closes the gap to Julien Alaphilippe. Good bit of work from him. I think all the other contenders will be thankful of that shot.
Yes, well, we can see they're starting to ride together now, and we have a section here where it just levels out quite a bit in the last number of kilometres, and we can see Bernal, he is, you know, doing a real good ride here, but to hold on to this, if they start to work together in the group of the favourites there with Alaphilippe, with Pinot, and a number of other ones, well, then they could pull back a bit of time, but Bernal looks like he could gain a couple of seconds.
Bernal at the moment having 33 seconds on the yellow jersey. It's Steven Kruijswijk at the front in the yellow and black. Behind him in the pink you can see Urán, the Colombian. Third wheel is the yellow jersey, Alaphilippe. Of course, he will need no introduction to you at this stage, as Geraint Thomas in the red and black sits behind the defending champion. The storms are on the way. They're the real ones. We've had plenty of metaphorical ones, both on the ascent and descent. The rain starts to fall. Oh, the nerves. The nerves will start to arrive. 2.5 kilometers to go for Nairo Quintana. In the meantime, behind, they're about to pass through a little hamlet called Bonne Nuit. Nobody will be wanting to go down and say Bonne Nuit to their Tour de France hopes. 5:45 behind on the road. Romain Bardet at 1 minute and 32. This is a done deal for Nairo Quintana, provided he can stay rubber side down. 2 kilometers to go.
Well, I think they're lucky because the wet road there, the little bit of rain just in the very end, if they had it on the on all the descent of the Galibier, well, then it would be a real risky one and a real danger one. But I think everybody will, you know, just take it a little bit more cautious here as we run to the finish, and we can see Quintana inside the final 2 kilometers.
Alaphilippe caught by Urán, who'd made that big effort. Richie Porte is back on now on the rhythm. Now that we've got off the technical part of the descent, is a little lower. Egan Bernal pulls out another few seconds. Egan Bernal started the day in 5th place. As we see Nairo Quintana rising above Mikel Landa in the overall general classification. Be about half a minute to a minute in it between the two Movistar boys. Alejandro Valverde. So there, and he's going to be bumped down a place, I think, by Rigoberto Urán, who's with that group at the front. Nairo Quintana then into the final kilometre. This has been a foregone conclusion for a while now. Movistar had 3 men in the break. They made their intentions clear. We questioned their tactics. We wondered what on earth they were doing, but they knew that this man had the legs. They knew that Nairo Quintana was back. They knew that he could pull off another big one. It didn't go to plan last year in the general classification. This year, it didn't go to plan either. Nairo Quintana rides into the final 400 meters in Valois. The only other man in the history of the Tour de France to win here was Eddy Merckx. We started off remembering Merckx in Brussels. We're nearly in Paris. It's not going to be yellow for this man, but it is going to be a big comeback. Quintana comes out to play in the Alps, and all the way from the Andes, he's brought his best climbing talent and legs with him. Quintana, who has blood on the shirt, blood, sweat, tears, and finally joy for Nairo Quintana. Movistar's tour's been saved. Quintana's the winner in Valois. Behind him, Romain Bardet tried to rescue it for Age d'Azur La Mondiale.